Hi, I'm Lindsay Susie from Lewis County Office for the Aging. I'm here today to present the Randy Streeter Citizen of the Year Award to Mr. Nathaniel Verkler. A little bit about the award. Randy Streeter, this award is in honor of him actually. He was the founding director of Lewis County Office for the Aging from 1974 to 1991, and he was a great example of faithful dedication to our seniors of Lewis County. So when we look for a recipient, those are some of the traits that we look for. We were very impressed by the nomination for Mr. Verkler. We thought he was amazing in the work he does for this community and this county was worth recognizing. So on behalf of Lewis County Office for the Aging, I present this award to Mr. Nathaniel Verkler.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome, sir.
I certainly wasn't worthy of it.
You absolutely are.
Very nice.
Thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you.
For the citizens of Lewis County and this community and the church community, and what you've done with the grounds here and the community garden, and just being a good person. The world needs a little more of that.
I'm Pastor Lori. I'm the pastor of the First Presbyterian Church of Loudville, and we are so delighted that we had a part to play in nominating Nat for this award. And Nathaniel is the formal name, but he will always be Nat in our community. And I don't know if you remember this, Nat, but when I first met you, I was having such a hard time with your name. And you told me, just remember that little annoying bug that flies around. You'll never get it wrong, Nat.
Right.
And I remembered that story because that could not be more different than the reality of Nat Verkler, because you are one of the most generous people that I have encountered in my time. I mean, Lewis County is filled with generous people, but Nat is always the person who, when you need something, he's there. When you have a request, he will come as quickly as he can to fulfill it. And he is one of the most observant people of what needs to be done. So you don't even have to ask him to do things. He will notice what needs to be done and just do it. And so those are some of the reasons why we're so delighted to nominate you for this award. And I love that our church family did that all on their own. And I get to be here today to represent them, but they just so appreciate you and the way that you are a witness to the faith you believe in and to the compassion in your heart. Just such a generous and humble soul that I know this is really hard for you to receive this award and be recognized in this way, but we're so thrilled to...
I'd like to thank my wife too. She's done a lot with me too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what partners are for.
Absolutely.
So, Mr. Verkler, can you just talk a little bit about what receiving an award like this means to you, and kind of what inspires you to volunteer your time to the community and take care of other people?
I've just always done it. Like, I go up to the nursing home and visit people a lot. Mm-hmm. My father always said to go visit people when they're alive, not send flowers after they're dead. You know.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what are some of your favorite things to do to help other people? I know you talked about you go to the nursing home to visit people. I think...
Well, I take them to the doctors, mm-hmm. hospitals for treatment, over the years. Mm-hmm. But I've done that for probably 25 years, 30 years.
If I could chime in too, because you're going to have a hard time getting Nat to list his many positive qualities, but always checking in on people, calling people, and
I do call a lot of people.
You do call a lot of people, and also if there's a little a job that needs to be done. I know that you have helped many of our church community when they need something done. You are the first thought that enters their mind. Maybe Nat will come and help with
I could probably count on one hand the times that I didn't call my mother and father over my whole life. Every night. Didn't matter if I was in San Diego or Florida, I called them every night. Called them from the airplane one time.
I'm sure he
You know,
appreciates
so.
And Lindsay, can you just explain a little bit about the Randy Streeter Award is locally here in Lewis County for the Volunteer Senior of the Year. Can you talk a little bit about, it's also a statewide program?
Yes.
So Mr. Verkler will also be in the running for the New York State Senior of the Year?
Yes. So New York State Office for the Aging recognizes recipients of the award in 67 counties, because that's how many counties there are in New York State. And so they all come together in May. They get a tour of the Capitol building. They are recognized at a dinner. And then one of them from all of our submissions is chosen to represent New York State as their recipient of the Senior Citizen of the Year Award.
Okay. And things are a little bit different this year, as with everything else with the COVID impacts and things like that. So how you went about presenting to Mr. Verkler this year was a little bit different than what you do in the past. So normally there would be a big celebration and you guys would have family and friends and everything like that for Mr. Verkler.
So normally we present this award at our annual fall festival. Many things this year were either postponed or canceled because of COVID-19. So we weren't able to do our traditional celebration this year. So we presented the award over a Zoom coffee hour that the church holds on Sunday. Nat was very surprised. He didn't see it coming. He wasn't aware that there was a Randy Streeter Citizen of the Year Award. So that was kind of a fun surprise for Nat and for the church as well. Our director, Crystal Collette, was able to attend that Zoom meeting, and she said it was just, to see your face was priceless. So yes, we've had to do things a little bit different this year, but it's been fun, you know, figuring those out and still finding ways to celebrate someone who's really so deserving.
Perfect. Well, Mr. Verkler, the community obviously takes notice of all the actions that you do for members of the community to help out, and we appreciate having you as a member of the community, and thank you for your service to your fellow citizens in the community. Did anybody have anything else that they wanted to say before we wrapped up?
Not really.
I think that was beautiful.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Mr. Verkler. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Yeah.